What is going on today, guys? Welcome to the 20th episode of the DailyC show. At least that's what I believe. Got the glasses on today, in Clark Kent mode, as I like to call it. Just kind of chilling out. So we're set up in Vancouver now. Basically, I've been here for the last, I believe, 5 days now. And things are going crazy. Things have been awesome. Things have been so fun. So a little update of what's going on. Basically, got my house here. All around, you can kind of see, I won't show you guys, I'll keep it focused on me, but I got my bed over here, I've got my couches over here to my right, I've got my whiteboard behind me, I got my desk here. I'm going to set up the camera here for now. We'll see how that goes, we'll see how you guys like it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you guys to kind of learn some of the things I'm learning right now. So what I want to talk about today is how to set up a day to be the most effective possible for hockey in the off season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give two different approaches here. So one, for people who have a lot of time, who aren't working full time, and can kind of manipulate their schedule how they want. Now, the other option is going to be basically how do you take a day where you have work and you're really busy, and how are you going to make that really effective? That's what we're going to cover today. I'll see you guys in the episode. Alright, so what we're going to talk about. Number one, if you're trying to be the most effective you possibly can in a day, when you know you can have at least one ice time and a workout, or you know you can fit stick handling in off ice, rollerblading, you know you can fit multiple things into the day, and you have lots of optionality. So the key to this, and this is something that I want you guys to really realize, is that there's no strict thing. What you need to realize is it's a system. You need to create a weekly kind of system schedule that's going to help you maximize. So some of the past videos I've done have kind of explained how I like to have some kind of schedule where I'm making sure that I'm not overworking, so that I'm on the ice. I like to typically go on the ice a couple times a day, 2 or 3 times in a row, or probably about 2 days in a row, maybe 3 days in a row, and then I'll take the time off. So you want to really go hard, so maybe you're on the ice twice, maybe you're on the ice 3 times, and then you do maybe 5-6 sessions within a 3-4 day period. Usually I like to do 2 or 3 day period, then you take a day off, let your body recover from that skating. And I think that's how you're going to build up speed. That's how you're going to allow your body to make those gains, because recovery is where you actually make the gains, and that's the key here, right? We're trying to maximize our summer to get the most out of it. So do not forget about rest, but at the same time, often people think that summer is a time to just take the whole thing off. And that's fine. I don't have any judgment for that. But if you don't get where you want to be at the end of the summer, you're not at the skill level you want to be, you don't make that team, and you slacked off, well then that's on you. There's always a way. If you don't have ice, remember, you can buy Mars blades, roller blades, and you can get out there, green biscuit, stick, you can be good to go. Now, let's get down to really how to go deeper in here. So let's say we have a day where we have multiple ice times. How are we going to maximize our energy level? How are we going to maximize everything so that we get the most out of it? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to prioritize around energy. So the best thing you can do is try to get the ice time in the morning time, and if you can, obviously, you want to try to spread out your ice sessions pretty much as you can. So the first session, you're going to go hard, and what I would break that up into is thirds. So first third, mechanics. Second third is going to be blending mechanics together, and then the final third is going to be basically putting them all together, doing game situations, battle drills, whatever you think. And that's where kind of the creativity and all the really fun stuff happens in that last third. So you're going to do that for the first skate, and that's how you're going to do it. You're going to go hard. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to try to have a protein shake ready for after that skate that is going to have whey isolate protein, usually 1 scoop, and then you're going to basically have Gatorade powder in it. So this is going to give you carbs, salt, which your body needs, so electrolytes, and then it's also going to give you, obviously, the protein your muscles need to recover. So this is going to start your body into prevent it from breaking muscles down, and it's going to also cause you to start maximizing your recovery time. That's the wrong way to say it. Minimizing your recovery time, maximizing your body's ability to recover. So you go into that, and now you're kind of flying through the beginning now because you're already kind of rolling. So what you should try to do in between skates, if you, let's say in a perfect world where you have nothing else, you want to try to give yourself time to have a nap. So that can be 20 minutes, that can be 10 minutes, that can be 30, 40, 2 hours, whatever makes sense. But it's really good to mix in a nap, and you don't have to. It's something that I often find I don't have time for because I'm doing other things. But if your priority is simply just hockey, fit in a nap. Now, also make sure to try to get enough fruits, vegetables, and just calories and protein in general during that time period before you go on the ice again. So good nutrition is key there. It sounds kind of cliche, you hear that from a lot of people, but people don't realize is that your muscles need that fuel to be able to make the recovery. So it's not necessarily going to make you better in the next skate all the time. What you're trying to do is you're trying to help your body make those gains for future days ahead. Because all we're trying to do, like I say, is we're trying to level up. We're trying to layer our skill set up. And what you're going to do is the more you can focus on that recovery period in between skates, that's where you're going to maximize your body's ability to really just make those solid steps. Whereas if you don't do those little things, you're going to kind of make little steps and move up, and then maybe you slip back down again, and then you climb back up. And it's just going to slow the process down. So we maximize what we can. So another little thing you can do is if you were able to record anything from your skate in the first session, you're going to basically take that time and you're going to go really just try to like break down what you're doing. So if for Training 2.0, we would put the videos into our Training 2.0 group, and then people will offer us advice, break them down. It's people like me, Jason, a bunch of other guys. We'll go in, help break it down, give you advice, and then you can use that advice for the next skate. So those are the key kind of things. So have that protein shake ready, and then try to fit in a nap, review your tape, and then obviously there's lots of other things you can do in between. It's limitless. I honestly could go on forever with all this stuff, but those are the key things. I want to give you guys the key things that you should try to prioritize. Now, next skate, now you're going to figure out, you're going to do whatever you want, but again, I truly believe in this concept of thirds. So breaking up the first part of the session into mechanics, and then sometimes even the second session can be third can be mechanics as well. So you're doing progressions, building up to a complicated movement, then going back to the beginning, breaking down more simple movements, going up to another complicated movement, and you're basically just building your way through and progressing your way through these movements. So your Training 2.0 stuff, I sound like I'm selling it, but it's just what I use. It's what I believe in. It gets the results. So that's what I teach all my clients. It's what I think everybody should use. So if you're looking for that practical advice, you need to go to Training 2.0 if that's what you're trying to do. But if your goal is just to get a general concept, listen to how I'm saying it, so the thirds, and then go to Instagram and search up different progressions, or go to YouTube and just find your own stuff then. And feel free to use free stuff like that. Training 2.0 offers lots of free stuff as well on the blog, all that stuff. So once you use those first two thirds, then you're going to go into the final third again. And again, you're trying to use your skills now in a reactive situation, or at least in a flow drill scenario. So you can see on my Instagram, I show this stuff a lot. That's the key. So ultimately, I think this should answer your question about how to maximize. So really what you're trying to do to maximize is you're just trying to figure out, okay, you want to get on the ice and you want to use those steps. So use the thirds, you use the recovery methods that I explained in between. You can also throw in stretching, rolling out in between. You can go for a walk in between. That's always good to help recover, help move the lactic acid out. And there's all kinds of different tactics. Now I can go deeper into these tactics. Make sure to leave a comment if you'd like me to go in deeper. Ask me some more questions so I can kind of have some context into what more stuff you want to know. But for me, that is ultimately what I've explained here. This is the general explanation of how to do it. So I hope this helps you guys. But again, ask questions and continue to try to break down my mind so that you can absorb what you want from me. Because my goal is to answer these questions for you guys and make the best possible videos with the most information and value I can. I mean, I can't give away all of Train 2.0 stuff because I just can't do it without actually making full videos with write-ups and breaking down NHL movement. So I have to actually show you the video, and that's not my purpose of these videos. The purpose of these videos is to provide you with voice so that you can actually take this stuff, you can put it on the podcast and you can listen to it in the car or whatever you want. So make sure to keep asking me these questions. I want to help, and let's keep crushing it. Can't wait to see what happens in Vancouver. By the way, working with Pavel Barber now, actually, at the Sports Lab. Going to be doing that weekly, which is absolutely awesome. But this week, I'm also helping him run his hockey school. So it's been absolutely crazy and did not expect it, but it's been really cool to work alongside him. It's really just been kind of crazy, just the fact that not only did I get to meet him, I'm actually working with him. We're talking consistently, and it's just been a lot of fun so far. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So I forgot to mention, I left out the second part explaining how when you have a job and when you're busy, how you can fit in this stuff. And let me go into more detail with that. So I'm going to give you that guy tomorrow, guys. So don't worry. For everybody who's working, which I know is actually quite a few people, I will make sure to provide that value for you guys. So I will talk to you guys soon. I really need to get to bed because I got to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to go run the camp again. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.